Let's see. Live chats. Early in the morning. Early in the morning. I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna be on this line. A lot of y'all might not be up yet for this live here, but I'm just gonna take a minute and talk about something while it was on my mind. Welcome back to the Hotshot. Hey, it's me trying to bring y'all more informative content as usual. You know what I'm saying? Top of the morning to everybody out there, man. Shouts out to everybody up and on it already. Those that's gonna get up and get on it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to all the subscribers, man. Y'all been busting heads on the account, man. I'm looking at it now. It's a little over 2,000. You know, and that's been a short period of time, man. That thing jumped up like that. So hey, I really appreciate that. Hey, yeah, CFL, boy, you made. Hey, drop your cash out, CFL. Breakfast on me, baby. Yeah, you finally made it live, man. We've been going back and forth a long time, CFL trying, boy. Drop your cash out. Breakfast on the Haven that morning, Big Dad. You know how we do it sometime. Hey, but hey, anyway, y'all share this video, get it up, and I'm gonna talk to y'all about why. You know what I'm saying? Waiting. It was more like 9 months, but basically a year to add drivers and owner operators and all that good shit that I got going on, man. Why waiting almost a year was one of the best things for me. I'm gonna say for me, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. And it may make a little more sense when I give you the scenario that surrounds. You know what I'm saying? Adding. Yeah, let me screenshot that. Appreciate you, CFL. I'm sitting there to you as soon as I jump out the live, baby boy. Get you some bacon, eggs, and grits or something, dog. But at the same time, like I said, that first year, if you're going out on your own, is gonna be a make or break time. It's not per se a super high pressure time, but it kind of is a pressure, you know what I'm saying, pressure keg, you know what I'm saying, of things that could go on. And it's screwed to shaking because y'all see I'm driving, I'm riding and talking with y'all, man. I just want to chit chat about this, you know what I'm saying. So in other words, you don't take yourself too fast because of these things that I'm about to tell y'all right now is so critical to developing your business over a course of time and actually making your business become permanently, you know what I'm saying, embedded in the DOT system. And people don't talk about this, but it's three things that'll make you hold up, build up, and then expand, instead of just coming out and feeling like more is better and putting your eggs in a basket that really ain't secure. The bag ain't secure. It's a hole in that bag. You know what I'm saying? And I'm finna talk about the hole that's in that bag. You can't get the bag and fill it up when there's a hole in the bag. Alright. So first of all, we'll talk about the big one. Insurance. Okay, more than likely, if you're non-CDL high shot, you more than likely don't have CDL experience because you don't have a CDL. Okay, from the onset of insurance, via your insurance score, your credit score, other factors like that, your down payment and monthly payment will vary. You know what I'm saying? Different stroke, different folks. You know what I'm saying? Share this live, give me a thumbs up, let me know you ain't here. Now, with that being said, different stroke for different folks, you know what I'm saying? You know your situation. But there's always that what if factor when it comes to adding people. And one of the biggest things you want to know is that in order to see the benefits or reap the benefits of a substantial amount in the payments of your insurance, you're going to have to last for years. So what I'm saying is, if you come out from the beginning and they tell you, hey, your insurance is 24,000 a year, we want 3,500 down, and you're gonna pay a grand a month, something like that. You know what I'm saying? A 1,500 a month, whatever it is. If they say that, if you stay the course, keeping violations to a minimum, no accidents, no incidents, no cargo claims, and as owner operators under my authority, they have had cargo claims. But what we do as a company, I make sure the cargo claim just get paid. We don't worry about the cargo claim. We're not bringing that up to the insurance company to put a blemish on the score. But with that being said, all those factors right there really preclude you to having a very solid foundation to stand on when you're talking about you're going to be in business for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years as a company. You want to build up a reputation of good reports, and your loss run with your insurance company should say zero incidents, zero accidents. And you know what I'm saying? You, like I say, you don't really reap the benefits of that until you prove that you are no longer a new venture. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't ever get a CFL, I mean, what's up, CFL? Hey, I appreciate you, bro. Even if you don't get a CDL in the future, the long-standing business history you have with said insurance company of not having incidents and paying your premium on time will prove to drop your rate in subsequent years. Okay? So let's just say you add on a person about 3 months, 4 months in. Soon as your number really goes live and you get the green light and everything really cool with it, you know what I'm saying? People saying yes all the time, you know. You have an incident, not an accident, just an incident, where there is a claim. Well, you have basically 3 to 4 months of history with these people, and you're gonna make the claim, whether it's your fault or not. You know what I'm saying? There will be a change in your premium, you know, and it may not happen till the time you get ready to renew and you get ready to quote it again, and they knock your socks off. Now that can happen. Also, you really, if you're coming out and you're starting your own authority, even if you have a branded label, listen to me good. Even if you have a branded label and it's cool in the public eye, you need customers. You need customers. So, you know what I'm saying? Part of being on the grind all the time, it ain't just finding loads on the load board and running them. You know what I'm saying? It's days of taking off and being at home and really handling business and going around to these different shippers and these different receivers and trying to develop you some direct customers. That's the goal. So, you know what I'm saying? In the midst of all that, you add on the operators to increase revenue. But one thing about it is, this is a risk versus reward type of game right here. It's not, it's not really predicated on how good the driver is all the time. He could be the best driver in the world. He never hit a thing in the world and get T-boned at an intersection by somebody that's drunk and ran a red light. And even though that's not your fault, it's an incident. It's an incident. So you know that's number one thing. Incidents occurring on your insurance that's out of your control before you've had time to be vetted in long enough to really bounce back from it without them tearing your head off because you're still a new venture. They don't think you're gonna make it. These are the odds. You're predicted not to make it. So when you come back and they see you made it through your first year and you come back and renew for your second year, they look at what's happened in the first year and they like, we really don't think he gonna make it. So okay, we're gonna hit him with this price now. And you'll be like, man, I had an accident, an incident, and it wasn't our fault or nothing. The insurance then went up 20,000. You know what I'm saying? And it's not unexplained, but it's unexpected. You know. Second thing, violations. What I want y'all to understand about a new authority, when you get through with all your paperwork and you got your insurance done and they send you your 90 to Washington. They fax you 90 or email you 90, however they give you your 90 up there to Washington, and you go active. I want you to understand something. When you go active on your authority, it is an active authority. You can do whatever you want to do with that authority. You can pull whatever you want to pull. But in the eyes of the FMCSA, you are still considered a new entrant. And people don't really talk about this much because they just get your authority and go and everything gonna be gravy. They got their eye on your ass. Believe that. Y'all might want to share this because it's some real stuff I'm talking about right here. For the first 18 months, they got their eye on your ass. For real. I'm talking about violation, any overweight, out of service, thing like that. Anything negative on your report of any type of nature dealing with the transport of commerce in these United States will be notated on your safer score. I'm telling you this. I'm telling you from experience now. I'm paying for some stuff that some people did that I had no control over way back. Now, and I don't mind because I know what it is. I know what I was taking on when it happened. There are people that have fake paperwork for their driver's license. Man, yeah, all that. And see, that's part of the hiring process. You really need to do a background. You really need to do an MVR. You really need to do your homework on these people because you know what I'm saying. People will make it seem like okay, I'm just gonna use the rental example. I rent a truck, stick a guy in it, pay the note, pay him, everything's cool, all good. You really need to really do your homework on these people because in those situations you don't see the breast of what the actual impact of anything happening would be so much because you didn't go to the dealership and get a truck that you're stuck with, basically. You know what I'm saying? In the situation of the average person, of the average person is going to buy a truck and you go buy this truck. You feel the burden when they hand you that piece of paper and they say with tax, title, destination, docking, and shipping, this truck is 71,000. You felt it in your stomach. You feel me? So you went out on the street and got a trailer. They said, hey man, we want 9,000 because you want these extra 9 tires on here. We ain't got the axle you need, but you want the extra 9 tires and rims on there, so we want 9,000. You give them 9,000. Boom. Hey man, you 80 in. You got tar binders, all the equipment that you gonna need coming into this. Bam, that's another $2,500. If you can find a lick on it less than that. But at the same time, we're just gonna say $2,000 to keep everything stocked up like it's supposed to be on the truck. You know what I'm saying? You got your auxiliary tank, you done went and dropped a B&M in it and all that good stuff. And you stick a driver in it. Don't you know that one of the scarier things in fucking trucking ownership? If you own a trucking company, if you ain't leasing or renting truck, don't you know that one of the most nerve-wracking ordeals? I get so many calls, y'all. Y'all won't understand. Because some people make think it's just a cut and dry thing. You really have to have some systems in place, man. And I ain't talking about GPS tracking and all that. That's good. But you need to have some serious hiring and qualification systems in place because if you're in a position where you're not renting a truck and that's your truck for the next 3 years and the only way you can get out of it is to lose money, you might want to check the whole thing. I'm talking about on the people, on everybody. Just be vigilant because that is one of the most scariest things to expanding a company, doing any of that stuff. Is putting 100 grand worth of equipment in the hand of a pretty much total stranger and hoping it goes all right. That's why you need time on your insurance. That's why you need to be able to add him at a very reasonable amount of money where it doesn't cost you an arm and leg. Even if it goes up, you have to fire him. The next person come in, it's going to have to suffer the consequences because your insurance is not going to really go back down where it was. It's not going to ever do that. Okay? Now, the last thing, and I'm going to get out of this live, reason why I feel like waiting like that was the best move I could have made. And you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying for you, but for me. Experience. And I'm not just gonna say experience. Experience is succeeding at what you came out here to really do, and that make a profit. Because what I knew from the beginning was I really don't want any drivers. I really don't want drivers. I'd rather have owner operator. And you know, you yeah, my bad. But this stuff been going on since the first part of really first part of 2019. You know what I'm saying? First quarter 2019, I started doing that. But one of my biggest things I wanted on the operators because in the grand scheme of things, if you think of risk versus reward, everybody has a certain amount of risk and skin in the game. What I'm trying to do and I'm trying not to have and strokes I'm not trying to have dealing with this stuff and to streamline some things, I roll on operators because one thing about it, I just feel like if someone such as myself or you goes to the dealership, spends 70, 50, 60, 70 grand on a truck, they go spend $9,000, $10,000 on a trailer, they go buy all that stuff, and they trusting you to keep them loaded and everything like that, they gonna be more willing to learn. They gonna be more willing to see, and that you can't convince somebody that you can get them want to be, and you ain't where you want to be, or you ain't where they want to be. You know what I'm saying? Fuck some fame. I'm talking about the bank. I'm talking about at the bank. I ain't talking about no famous shit. I ain't talking about no everybody know me. I'm talking about what it look like in that bank account. What it look like in that box at the house. Can you pull out them racks on racks on racks and they belong to you? That's what you got to establish. You can't be on a borrowing streak or nothing like that and make that work like you think it gonna work because you're not in complete control. Cause that ain't really your money. That ain't really your money. You know what I'm saying? So building an actual experience base along with a nice piece of change to where you know from the beginning what you gross. See, that's my thing. I know what I gross. I know people don't work like me. I know everybody got their own pace. I know that if I just run my truck, if I could just run my truck, I cover, you know what I'm saying, just on me, basically what two owner operator make every week, or owner operator in a third, or owner operator in a quarter. I know that, you know what I'm saying. So while I'm making that owner operator in a quarter, yeah, that is a nice rig, man. Nice Freightliner, classic. Ain't no XL though, but it's a classic. Hey, but yeah, hey, it's it's a big thing, y'all. While you still out here making the successfulness that it's gonna take to make people want to be a part of your team and not just on no flash shit. I'm talking about money in the bank. While you out here doing that, that means you probably having some pretty good weeks. So if you take an average of what you normally make and you like, man, I don't think people work like me. I think I'm doing 1.25 person. Well, every week for that whole 52 weeks, that extra quarter person worth of money that you make, you need to put it up and see what you have at the end of the year. One thing you know, you got payroll, emergency money, and everything out of that sum of money to the point where It don't matter about what happens, who runs on a Friday. Last week I had a driver drop off $3,600 worth of stuff on the Friday to go on with his ledger for the rest of the stuff for the week. He got paid all that money Friday. I ain't no reason for him to have to wait for his money next week because he dropped Friday in the evening time, and these people don't process this stuff until the next. No, man, that ain't never no factor. We ain't rocking like that. I will bust a motherfucker head to the white meat and the green shit run out about my money, man. So I know how another person feel about their money. So that's another thing in the experience category. You know this up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down type of relationship we got with this market out here. You know this. So and up and down and up and down and up and down, you gotta determine how what is your ability to ride the wave. Can you ride the wave? Because it don't matter when it do this, do this, do this, do this. Y'all seen it time and time again. This motherfucker cruise on the level surface just like this. And it always does. Because there are systems in place. I have a set way of doing stuff in my mind. That's why people gravitate to me in the real world. In the real world. That's why folks gravitate to me in the real world. Because you see this shit. And this ain't no brand new shit that, it look good and I ain't really want to do it, couldn't afford it, and yada, 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 and crying about it and all that. No, this shit that been in play before I came to the Hotshot Haven, the end of that stuff, man, to the point where I've been a hustler all my life. I ain't got y'all out here guessing or asking questions without real answer because the simple fact of the matter, this shit is way too important. It's way too important, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Most of us that do this stuff, we gonna come out here, we're trying to make a living. We're trying to provide above and beyond what is normal. Evidently, if you want to do this, normalcy in your bankroll ain't what you want. Your bankroll probably normal now. That's what you're trying to increase off of. So what I look like coming to y'all with some video about some shit that don't work. So that's why I said, man, sometimes, the money and the finance allow you to do some stuff. Whether it be your money, borrow money, everything. Money and finance are allowed. But this stuff right here is about demand, trying to build a customer base. Therefore, you can build customer demand, and the numbers will tell you, like I said, it'll take your feelings out this shit. And you won't be feeling funny when you come out and you add people real fast and you really can't even keep your company going by the next year because either you done jacked the number up, with incidents, accidents, violations, they done did it, and then at the same time, by you not having that much experience, you're not able to train a person at this job. You're not able to give them the tools that they truly need to be successful out there as a company. And I'm talking about, I do seminar, we do safety training. We are a real fucking company. I got a handbook, y'all. So, like I said, it's levels to what you're doing. You just got to keep your mindset right and just take things in small increments and check stuff off your list and keep going. But at the end of the day, I don't want anybody that's possibly thinking about doing this that's able to go and procure 3, 4, 5 trucks, 3, 4, 5 trucks, and just automatically assume on a fresh authority that shit gonna go well. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's gonna fail. I'm just saying that with those type of thoughts, I really probably think your expectation might be a little bit high on the money too. Because if you're willing to throw all that in at one time, you looking to see a return pretty fast. And that ain't how that go all the time. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, these just a little bit tidbits of knowledge for you. Because one thing about it, you can't do this on no shoestring budget. You can't make pennies and owe dollars. You can't do it. It ain't gonna work. The only way you do that is to make you go from letting the truck pay for everything and provide the positive cash flow and the income and your salary and all that there. When you start going from that to supplement what ain't really getting paid and what ain't really up to par with your own money. And I don't give a damn how you brand that shit. I don't care. If the truck ain't providing for the business, that ain't trucking. I'm telling you now your ass will be bankrupt fucking around. I'm just being honest with you. For real, the shit can happen. It don't take nothing but time. It don't take nothing but time. Because one thing, if it borrow money, the debt ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? There's too astronomical to pay it off whole. But at the same time, I'm gonna say this. It really, really, really important that you gain a wealth of knowledge and experience on your journey out here before you start bringing others in. You need to prove to yourself, fuck the world, you need to prove to yourself that you are successfully doing this thing correctly. And you can see a gross and a net that is viable to keep you, your family, and if you add somebody, at least one more person straight every 30 days. We do a lot of weekly videos, but this ain't no week to week business. If you own the company, you got your own authority, you a lease operator, you an owner operator, you just a driver. It, really, to be honest with you, if you ain't looking at this shit by the month, you count me account. Cause weeks can be deceiving, things happen. And like I said, this video, I want y'all to share it because one thing about it, I really like to just sprinkle a little bit of this trucking wisdom, this little CDL, non-CDL high shot wisdom, this little business owning wisdom on y'all. What other people do can have a drastic effect on your business. And you know what I'm saying? What you do can have a drastic effect on business. And one thing about it, it's small margins for error. And like I said, for the first 18 months, yeah, your authority is active, but they watching your ass. Just know that, because you are still considered a new entrant. You are not vetted until you do your your first annual new entrant safety audit in the first 18 months operation. Until you successfully pass that, they go through everything with a fine-tooth comb and see if you up to snuff, and you get a grade and you get a passing, then your number becomes vetted. And I know a lot of people don't talk about vetting the number because they ain't made it there yet. They still trying to tell you how to make money, but they ain't making no money, and they can't tell you how to do stuff that makes yourself a permanent inclusion in the system and not just a passerby that might not make it. These people are seriously watching you. For real. And I'm talking about FMCSA, I'm talking about the insurance people, everybody, they are watching you. So the best thing you can do for that first 9 months to a year is be responsible for yourself. Control the stuff that you can control. Fuck the rest of it. But just control the stuff you can control. Build up you a good reputation. Get you some good inspection. Get a bunch of them. Get you 20, 30 of them over the course of that year if you can. And the last thing I'm going to say, your DOT safety score is not a number. It is a percentage. So, if you come out day 1, day 2, day 3, and put your truck on and you riding good for a month, you like, I'm going to add somebody on. And you ain't had no inspection. So, you at 100%. You good. You at 100% good. Right now, at 0, you 100% good. Everything fine. And you add that person on the second month, and he goes and gets, let's just say, he goes and gets put out of service because he had his brakes on the trailer wasn't working and he didn't check it. We just give him something simple. He didn't check his brakes on the trailer. They made him pull it. It wasn't working. They gave him out of service. Okay, at that point in time, your safety score is 100% bad. It is not about the number. It's about the percentage. So, at 100% bad, you need to be around at the most around 20. I'm talking about at the most around 20%. So, in order to get that down to 20%, that one bad inspection, you need 4 more real good ones. You need 4 more. We like that math, don't we? You got one, and you need 4 more real good ones just to be at 20%. So know that shit. This ain't gonna shock and surprise some people because they dealing with it now. But at the same time, just know that that safety score is a percentage. It is imperative that you go at least 6, 9, 10, 12 months, build up as many inspections as you can before you put somebody on the road that you possibly may have to train, and there is a learning curve and he might mess up. You need to give him a cushion to fall on because it's not his fault if he goes out there and he's not properly trained and he gets 3 or 4 violations and it causes your safety audit to pop up in their system. Just know that. Know that. Get that safety score looking a little bit too funky before you do your new entry audit. It'll come faster than you think. Yeah, because it start throwing up red flags. You start getting letters in the mail telling you need to correct your action before you get your ass excused from the scene. For real. And they going to send you that, and you're not going to want to hear that, but it's going to be the God honest truth because you moved too fast. You know what I'm saying? And these folk will come get in your ass. They will come to your house. Most times they don't, but they will. Your house, post up at your shit, and get there. But at the same time, like I said, that's another thing, and that's the last thing. Hey, CFL transport, boy, you the first comment on here, you finally caught a lie. Hey, you drop that cash up, I'm sending your money for breakfast this morning, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all taking the time to come on the live and listen. You know what I'm saying? I hope it helped you out. You know what I'm saying? I hope it helped you in the future. Just remember some of this stuff I'm saying because, like I said, you can always come back to these videos, but just remember some of this stuff I'm saying. Because I ain't saying this shit just to be saying it. I ain't saying it to down talk nobody. I ain't saying that. I'm saying it to educate people on some stuff that experience can only teach you. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is because there's a lot of folk got experience. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't know. But experience is a great teacher, especially when you can learn from your mistakes, analyze what you're doing every day, and really come to the conclusion that, hey, man, I'm the problem. You're the only variable. You gotta be the problem. You know what I'm saying? So I'm the problem. I need to do. I need to slow down. I need to reevaluate everything. I need to make sure I'm good before I start bringing other people in the mix and jeopardizing putting people's livelihood in the balance of me figuring my life out. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing heavy on responsibility type role, type job. If you're a driver, if you're an owner operator, if you're a company owner, you got your own authority, you drive the truck you own and own the company too. Hey, this is a high stress, possibly high rewarding field. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said results may vary. Because this shit depend on you. You the only variable. You are the only variable. Market ain't the variable. When you decide to do your authority ain't the variable. It's the shit you put down gonna be the variable. So what you putting down and how you rocking out here gonna determine how your bankroll look. And you know what I'm saying? Regardless, if everybody in your town see your truck clean all the time, you come through and you ride through the town and all that good stuff, and they see it and it look good and it big and everything like that. That shit don't mean nothing if you going back to the house every night crying yourself to sleep because you know you really ain't making no money and you owe these $4, $5, $6,000 this month. Fuck how it look. Learn that before you learn anything else. Do what works for you. Figure your plan out. I got the 1 hour consultation still going for $40. I'm finna jack the price up on the motherfucker ridiculous now. Because the whole thing is, now I ain't selling it. I'm selling time. My time got a little bit more value because I'm doing some more stuff now, y'all. Hey, I'm telling y'all, it's some shit in play. I'm gonna show y'all what the bank do and what the bank don't do. While motherfuckers talking about what they went to the bank and just got. Leave that alone. But at the same time, I'm gonna show y'all that. I'm gonna show y'all some more stuff. One thing about it, when you got your own money, motherfucker can't tell you shit. When you got your own money, you go buy what the fuck you want to buy. Guess what? If you got your own money, you can actually take the money out cash and they can't question it. It might look funny, but it ain't they business. You go buy what the You want to buy it. You go do what you want to do. Ain't nobody got to be in your bid. You spaz out. I know I spazzed out a few times in the last about 6, 7 months. But when you got your own money, man, and you know how to run it up all the way back over again, it's hard to stop a train. It's hard to stop a train, man. That's why I encourage you to look around your over your shoulders and in your life and look, find out, hey, looking dead in the eye and tell them, fuck them. Hey, cause get what? Can't nobody determine it for you. That's why I don't do no hard videos about numbers and stuff like that about what you gonna make. I show you what I made here once in a while, but at the same time, what you gonna make, how much is possible, and this, that. No. Because get what? I ain't gonna mislead the people that ain't fitting that criteria. Some people gonna do well, some people not gonna do well. That's the reality of it. Some people's situation gonna be better, and 9 times out of 10, if money is a thought anywhere in your head about doing this stuff, besides calculating what you need and knowing that it's there and beyond, if anything but that going through your head, you need to hold up and just wait a little bit. It ain't gonna hurt you now, bitch, just to save up you another $3, $4, $5,000 on top of what you got and come out here comfortable with a slight cushion, you know what I'm saying? Not really worried about what's going on. Go with the flow, pull what you can pull, and get your name out there. Get your number with some days and some months behind it, and then you can pull what you want to pull. But you can't do that coming out here stressed out because you really started out with not enough money and stuff really kind of lacking, and you missing parts of your equipment, and you ain't got all your chains and all that. That's like worrying about some stuff that you could have actually kept going to work or whatever you doing, stack your money up and just wait a little while. And then come back to we saying sometimes the longer way home is the faster way home. Like I said, it should be penalties involved. But at the same time, you did everything in your power to make sure that everybody was properly equipped with the tools they need to be a success, because you already was a success. You got to exhibit the characteristics you want to see out of these people. You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest thing. Over with and out. But one thing about it, I'm going to say this. Don't have nobody do nothing you can't do. Don't think people gonna get on your number and it's just gonna be a cakewalk and a dream and never a violation. If you've been out here driving more than a year, 2, 3 years, you probably got a violation of some sort, whether you deserved it or not. And the same thing can happen to your driver just on the incident. So just knowing that things happen. You don't jump down people's throat. You don't belittle people when they make mistakes and things like that. You work with people, you train them better, and you look at yourself. When they get to doing all kind of crazy, screwed up stuff, and you get to seeing it coming to your emails, and they got violations here, violations there, take your appropriate amount of money that you agreed upon taking when they do such things, and move on. But before you move on, you need to have a round table meeting and do some serious training to correct those things so they won't keep occurring. You know what I'm saying? And the only way you can do that is to have the experience necessary to properly train somebody, to show them how to find loads for real, and not just skimming and ooping, and then I got a dispatch robot or something. I'm talking about actually, doing cold calls and shit. See, they don't talk about the cold calls. Everybody it's a spot market, but at the same time, nah, we doing cold calls and everything, man, because this is real business. If you're trying to succeed, you really trying to succeed. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no half stepping. It ain't no just because I feel like this should make money. I'm gonna spend this much money and it's gonna automatically make this. You're a damn fool. You're a damn fool now. I'm telling you before you do it. You're a damn fool if you think it go like this. So like I said, give yourself some cushion. Don't look at that money. Just know what you can do. Then you can analyze what others may be able to do. You know what I'm saying? Under your guidance. But your guidance and your leadership gonna have to be strong, just to make people understand that this shit's serious. Because some people think because this a pickup truck and that's a gooseneck trailer, this shit ain't serious. This shit is serious. But until next time, y'all have a blessed day. CFL transportation. Your breakfast is on the way, my guy. Hey, y'all be blessed. Keep them wheels turned the right side down. Fuck a hater, fuck a hater, fuck a hater. Y'all know it. And at the same time, we finna move around, do a little something else, and I'm show y'all. I'm putting a commercial together for some people and everything. I've been networking and get what, handling some business for the company. We finna take some shit to the next level. So get what? Hey, it is what it is. It's hard to stop a train. I do know that. Point seen money gone. I'm out of here, baby.